Once upon a time, in a lush green valley, there lived a very sleepy dinosaur. His name was Dino, and he loved to nap more than anything in the world. Every day, Dino would yawn and stretch, looking for the perfect spot to rest. But no matter where he tried, he just couldn't fall asleep easily. One sunny afternoon, Dino's friend, a tiny hummingbird named Pip, fluttered by. "Why do you look so tired, Dino?" Pip chirped, hovering near his nose. "I can't seem to find a cozy place to sleep," Dino sighed, rubbing his eyes. Pip thought for a moment, then smiled. "Maybe you need a bedtime routine." Dino tilted his head. "A bedtime routine? What's that?" "It's a special way to prepare for sleep," Pip explained. "Let's try it tonight." As the sun began to set, Pip guided Dino through the steps. First, they found a soft patch of grass under a giant willow tree. Next, Dino took slow, deep breaths to calm his busy mind. Then, Pip sang a gentle lullaby, her tiny voice humming like a breeze. Dino's eyelids grew heavy as he listened to the soothing melody. "Now, think of happy dreams," Pip whispered, tucking a leaf under his chin. Dino imagined floating on a fluffy cloud, surrounded by twinkling stars. Before he knew it, he was fast asleep, snoring softly under the moon. The next morning, Dino woke up feeling refreshed and full of energy. It worked! He cheered, stretching his long tail with a happy grin. From that day on, Dino followed his bedtime routine every night. And he Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a curious boy named Leo. Leo loved staring at the night sky, especially at the bright, round moon. One evening, he noticed something strange. The moon seemed to wink at him. "Did you see that?" Leo whispered to his sleepy dog, Pepper. Pepper just yawned and curled into a ball, but Leo couldn't look away. The next night, the moon did it again, this time, it even smiled. Leo decided he had to uncover the moon's secret. He packed a small bag with a flashlight, a notebook, and a cookie for energy. With Pepper trailing behind, Leo tiptoed out into the starry night. He climbed the tallest hill in the village, hoping to get closer to the moon. At the top, Leo gasped, the moon was glowing brighter than ever. Suddenly, a soft voice whispered, "Hello, little one." Leo spun around but saw no one. "Who's there?" he asked. "The moon, of course." The voice giggled. "I've been waiting for you." Leo's eyes widened. "You can talk?" "Only to those who truly believe in magic," the moon replied. Leo sat down, his heart racing with excitement. "What's your secret?" The moon sighed. "I'm lonely up here all by myself." Leo frowned. "But you light up the whole sky." "Yes, but no one ever stays to talk," the moon said sadly. Leo promised, "I'll visit you every night." The moon beamed. "That would make me very happy." From then on, Leo and the moon became the best of friends. They shared stories, jokes, and even secrets under the twinkling stars. One night, the moon gave Leo a tiny silver pebble. "This is a piece of my light," the moon explained. "Keep it close, and you'll always remember our friendship." Leo held the pebble tight, feeling its gentle warmth. Years passed, and Leo grew older, but he never forgot his promise. Even when he couldn't stay long, he'd wave and smile at the moon. And the moon, forever grateful, shone just a little brighter for him. Pepper, now old and gray, still followed Leo on his nightly visits. One evening, Leo sat on the hill, feeling tired but happy. The moon whispered, "Thank you for being my friend." Leo smiled. "Thank you for sharing your secret with me." That night, Leo fell asleep under the moon's gentle glow. And in his dreams, he danced among the stars. Once upon a time, in a faraway galaxy, there was a tiny star named Twinkle. Twinkle was smaller than the other stars, but she shone with a special light. One night, she looked down at Earth and saw children laughing and playing. She wished more than anything to visit them and share her glow. But stars were supposed to stay in the sky, shining from afar. Twinkle sighed and turned to her friend, the wise old moon. "Moon, how can I go to Earth and meet the children?" she asked. The moon smiled gently and said, "It's not easy, but your heart is pure." He told her about a magical shooting star that could grant one wish. Twinkle's eyes sparkled with hope as she listened carefully. That very night, she saw a streak of light race across the sky. It was the shooting star, and she knew this was her chance. Closing her eyes, Twinkle made her wish with all her might. "I wish to visit Earth and bring joy to the children below." A warm light wrapped around her, and suddenly, she felt herself falling. Twinkle tumbled through the sky, faster and faster, leaving a trail of sparkles. Down, down she went, until she landed softly in a quiet meadow. She looked around and saw tall grass swaying in the breeze. Nearby, a little girl named Lily was picking flowers. Lily gasped when she saw Twinkle glowing softly in the grass. "Hello," said Twinkle, her voice like tiny bells. "Are you a real star?" Lily asked, her eyes wide with wonder. Twinkle nodded and smiled. "I wish to meet you and your friends." Lily clapped her hands and ran to tell the other children. Soon, a group of kids gathered around Twinkle, all amazed. They asked her questions about the sky and the other stars. Twinkle laughed and told them stories of constellations and planets. The children sat in a circle, listening with bright eyes. As night fell, Twinkle's glow grew brighter, lighting up the meadow. The children sang songs and danced under her shimmering light. But then, Twinkle noticed her glow was starting to fade. The moon's voice whispered in the wind, "It's time to return, little one." Twinkle felt sad but knew she couldn't stay forever. "I have to go back to the sky now," she told the children. They hugged her and thanked her for the magical evening. With one last twinkle, she rose into the air, floating upward. The children waved and called, "Goodbye, Twinkle. Come back soon." Higher and higher she went, until she was back among the stars. From that night on, Twinkle shone even brighter than before. And whenever children looked up at the sky, they smiled. They knew their friend, the little star, was watching over them. And so, Twinkle's journey became a beloved bedtime story. Children everywhere would whisper, "Good night, Twinkle," before they slept. And Twinkle, in return, would twinkle